So like, what's up with this thing? This Ashes of Creation Cyclops combat thing. What is this?
Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream in the world of Vera. I am joined today by three glorious developers. Actually, we have quite a few of our developers are participating in today's live stream. I'm not going to go through everyone. You'll see their usernames, their game handles on the top left side in our raid UI. But I have three amazing developers who are joining us today.
I'm gonna
that
skip
have all
ahead.
taken part in helping to design the Cyclops and the combat that goes around it. I know you guys in the community have been very excited to kind of see today's demonstration. We're not gonna get to chat with you guys about is kind of how you set up this particular raid boss, the Cyclops, in the Riverlands. Talk to me a little bit about his pathing. Like, where does he? So
if you do stay within their range or get too close to them, then they might defend themselves. So
that's super cool. So talk to me a little bit about the Cyclops and its path and how you guys kind of determine, where this guy's going to roam and why it's an important aspect that the boss is kind of roaming through the woods, or through the world.
yeah, so we
Wait, did I
work
just see
with
him over there?
the world team to decide what that path is going to be, and we want to make sure that there's something of interest.
Oh, fuck.
In Vera, no matter where you go.
Oh shit, there he is.
Just in case. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, no matter where you look, no matter what path you go down, that there's always a chance you're going to see something you didn't expect or you didn't.
Well, he just knocks over the trees.
I love this guy. He's so massive, and I like how he kind of walks through the trees, triggering.
This is how druids imagine themselves in Diablo 4.
Their destruction.
That's how they think that. That's what they think they are.
That's so cool that he interacts with the environment like that.
That's so funny, right?
Yeah, definitely gonna help you to listen. You can just listen in the woods, and if he's patrolling
where
around,
he
you're
is.
gonna
You
hear
know
him.
what he do.
Oh my gosh, this guy's huge. Now, sorry.
Quality
my
on
bad.
HD.
I thought for a second there he was going to aggro me. But just so you guys are aware in the stream, I've set myself to invulnerable so that we can kind of just walk near him and see his massive nature.
I'm gonna just skip ahead.
Jason, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for this guy as a character model. Like, what were you guys, working with the character teams to kind of? I notice he has this massive tree. Talk to me a little bit about that element.
Yeah, I think that was actually a little bit improvised in the design based on what the character came back with. Jason, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, when the character artists were making this, they had this cool idea of just having this giant tree weapon that a Cyclops would hold. And we took that idea and just kind of embraced it, make it a part of his character and the embellishments that he wears, and using that to kind of inform what type of encounter that he might be. So we ended up making the tree like a pretty core part of it, and it informs some of his combat abilities and phase transitions even in the fight.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's a collaborative process. Sometimes it's design asking for something specific from art, and sometimes art is. Yeah, this is definitely like a more introductory rating experience. So it's not going to be too complicated, but I think there are some really interesting mechanics regardless, and I think Jason can talk about those.
Yeah, so when I first started designing this guy, we had Trad and the other guys on the archetype team looking at forming the classes that people have been seeing over the live stream, and really before those kind of come to fruition, and knowing what the full abilities are and everything, I started the design with the core trinity in mind.
Oh shit!
So
they're
the
coming to
roles
reinforcements.
Are very obvious. Tanks will tank, healers will heal, and DPS will try to take down the targets that they need to. And starting from there, I try to keep that in mind, not to overcomplicate it, so that they always have that like individual trinity idea amongst the different mechanics.
Yeah, so we got some classic staples in here. We've got, ads that off tanks are going to have to peel off, and crowd control that's going to need to be applied to those ads. We've got priority targets that are going to pop up that need to be killed. We've got, damage that's going to be unavoidable, so that, even with an expert group that can dodge all of his avoidable attacks, the healers are still going to have work to do to keep everyone alive.
Very cool. Very cool. Love it. You guys will notice, obviously, on the the stream that there have been some updates to a little bit of the nameplates that Colby and the UI team have implemented, as well as some of the targeting plates as well. But who do we have as our tank today?
That would be me. Doug will be tanking.
Nice.
Let's go. Go fucking kill him.
Doug, I don't want to stand in the way of your greatness, so
go
please,
get they
by
ass.
all means, sir, you may commence when ready.
All right.
Okay,
Leroy
shit,
Jenkins.
there he goes.
Leroy, let's do this.
We got
Try
it.
not to let me die, Jason.
Yeah, no promises.
Okay, let's go.
He's an angry Tumok. Oh my god, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah, if you don't block that, you get smushed.
Okay.
Oh, I love his animation. So, talk to me a little bit about some of these attacks. What do you got going on here, Jason and Doug?
Ooh.
So yeah,
How do you
his
not get
first
hit?
phase, here he has a lot of physical attacks, but he also employs a lot of attacks using his tree, like we see there with the
Okay.
roots hitting us. And right now, you can see he's pulling some fungus out of the tree and using that to heal himself. He has a tank spike attack where he smashes the tree into the tank that Doug was blocking earlier. And generally does a lot of like AoE splash damage.
Oh, probably should not try to
that
cast at that time.
Other melee will want to avoid, not stand together.
Yeah, he's not a particularly complex raid boss, but he's a great example of sort of what we want to do with large creatures in Ashes. Having them interact with the environment, having that camera shake, that, you know...
Yeah, I think that's smart. Like, trying to make world bosses really hard is like... I don't think that's a good idea, because people will just bring too many people, or it'll get trolled or griefed or something like that.
Knockdowns that make it feel like he is here and he is crushing you.
Oh, he looks... Oh my god, he keeps just charging there.
Okay.
I'm just barely
Try to make
missing
world
him.
bosses memorable? Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
Talk to me a little bit about kind of the raid boss designs. Like, you guys are working with multiple stages. I noticed that right now he's just kind of, you know, roaming around. He has different targets on his hate list. Tell me, like, what's your general philosophy? How did you guys approach this?
Yeah, so I think Jason did this a little bit earlier, but we designed this boss pretty early on when a lot of the classes were still their sort of nascent form. So we really just wanted to focus on the Trinity, you know, making sure that everyone has a purpose in this raid, a role, whether you're someone who's focused on CC, whether you're a tank, a healer, a DPS, you know, giving those classic mechanics to give everybody a job in the raid. Like right now, for instance, he's put this tree down, and there are going to be these healing caps that appear, and those are going to be a priority objective for DPS to take down before they grow to full size, because if they do, he's going to go over, he's going to stomp them, and he's going to get healed for a huge percentage of his health.
Okay.
Wow.
That makes sense.
So we got to take this tree out because he's just going to keep healing.
You gotta cut the bitch down.
Yeah, and you definitely got to switch over to those healing caps when they appear.
I think as a
That's
world
super cool.
boss, like, this seems pretty
he
much
heals
fine.
off of the mushrooms as well?
Yeah, and as a player, if you destroy them, or even if he stomps on them, if you happen to be nearby when they blow up, you can get that heal as well. So if you're taking some damage from the thorns from the tree, or you got hit by one of his large, you know, stomp attacks, you know, you might have a chance to get healed up if you run over to those mushrooms before they blow up.
Okay, we almost have this tree down. Come on, guys, focus it down. Focus major DPS on the tree. Let's try to kill this thing.
Graphics look old. Yeah, what do you guys think about the gameplay so far? What's your opinion? This is a good game if the year is 2009. Looks bad, looks ass, looks fine, looks good, looks kind of dated. Mid-tier Korean MMOs are better. Let's see. Looks dated, looks awesome, uninspired, mid, game of the year. Okay, so people are really divided on this.
It's almost done. Get it before he picks it up. Yes.
They're super
everything.
divided.
Release it all. Oh, well done. Uh-oh. Oh
He's gonna
my
Hulk it up now.
God. Why is he so mad?
He does not like when you break his weapon.
What the heck?
I mean, who would?
I think that's cool.
Jason, where'd you
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Get the idea
There we
for
go.
that, for the kind of tree totem?
A lot of that came from the original design that we got from character art, in that we really enjoyed the way that it synergized with his look, so we wanted to employ the use of the tree as like a core part of his encounter. And we ended up using it as like a magical tree where he...
I don't know why it's lagging like this. What the fuck? Why is it lag? Why is this shit lag? What the fuck? Why is it
get
lag?
really mad, and his more primal Cyclops giant nature comes back, as we see here.
Melee will hate this fight? Yeah, fighting this guy as
That's
melee
cool.
probably
So
sucks.
talk to me about those kind of slams that he's doing. And also, I noticed, like, as he's running around, the trees are falling, the stone obelisks are kind of getting destroyed. Is there intent for these kind of environmental hazards to exist as well as part of the raid design?
Yeah, absolutely. For our large creatures, you know, Cyclopses, dragons, things like that, we want to make sure that the world feels dynamic and it's reacting to their big size. You know, if a huge, 20-meter tall beast is walking through the woods and not knocking down a single tree.
By the way, I kind of disagree with the idea that you should have unavoidable damage just to give healers something to do. Like, I don't really think you need that. Like, it's not really that big of a deal.
just doesn't feel believable. So we want to make sure that, you're going to hear that, and that's going to be a way you can know in the distance there's something that you want to go and investigate.
Oh man, some bosses, yeah.
That is super cool.
On DPS?
I died.
Maybe.
But I'm on my way back.
Or provide buffs or something like that. But like, I'm just saying, like, they shouldn't just add in random, like, unavoidable AoE damage just to give healers something to do.
The phases in this fight is actually that he has those healing abilities when he has his totem tree, his nature magic, but and he is more primal when he's in this phase. As a result, you can take him down a little quicker when he's enraged, but it's also going to be a lot more incoming damage for your healers to work through. So, depending on your raid composition, your equipment level, you might want to sustain longer in that earlier phase, even if it takes a while through all that healing. Because if you push him too early, you might just wipe.
Oh, I love it, guys.
Here he goes again.
Oh, no. John! Oh.
Yeah, I feel like a mechanic like that is like actually kind of annoying to deal with in like a pug or a world boss group because people won't group up and won't do what they need to do.
It's getting crushed there. It's right under his
Yeah, it's
fist.
like XT Deconstructor, yeah.
Oh, this poor guy.
So where to loot at?
Look at him. His little
Yeah, the model
eye.
looks fine, looks good.
Wow, that was very cool. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Does he have any loot? Can we loot him? I wonder. Sword of the Briarholm.
With a mace,
long
with a mace,
bow,
so.
a short bow and a mace. Ooh, very nice. Well, that was a lot of fun. Very well done. I thought that was very cool. Guys, as you guys are watching this, remember, obviously this is one of the earliest world bosses in Ashes of Creation that you'll have an opportunity to encounter.
Like a
just
Nightmare
getting
for
your feet
Melee
wet
uptime?
and what
Yeah,
the
it
raid
does.
boss system's going to look like. We have a lot of fun designs that are intended with a lot of different creatures.
I'm glad they're showing like more like large scale combat. Definitely. What do you guys think? Like, this is basically the new boss fight. I'll link it to you guys right now. I think for like an early alpha version of the game, it's pretty good. Obviously, I don't think like if it released like this, I wouldn't think it was good. But I feel like at the state that it's in now, it's decent, right? And I've seen the game evolve over the past like 2-3 years that I've kept up with it, and I think that the process has been, pretty rewarding to watch. Seems like it sucks. It forces healing, removes the reward of avoiding damage. Yeah, I think so, but there are things that you can avoid a lot. They're going to stop pre-order soon, so Alpha 2 soon. I mean, I'm ready whenever they are, man. I'm ready to play it. They said they're going to stop selling cosmetic packs, at least their current business model with them. Yeah, I mean, they probably sold so many of them that people have, like, you have all the people that are going to buy them, and they've already either bought them or not, Like, you kind of hit a diminishing return. But yeah, I think it does, like, the problem really is, I think that the game has a big issue with, like, identity, and it has a big issue with, like style. And I think that if they can get art made that's, like, stylistic, that, like, anybody can see and be like, wow, that is an Ashes of Creation NPC, I feel like that's something that's really important to do. Like, World of Warcraft does this incredibly well. Final Fantasy does it pretty well, too. Like, I mean, League of Legends does it very well. Valorant does it well. I think New World also has this problem, too. Yeah. Dark Souls does it well. Yep, definitely. You want to have it be like people see things that are similar to this game, and they say, oh, this is like an Ashes of Creation boss or something like that, you know? Those games are more cartoony. That's why they're stylized. Well, I think you can do both. A game like this has no art style. It's just realistic. Yeah, I mean, definitely. But I am hoping that it's going to be a fun game to play whenever it comes out, man. I'm really, really hoping for it, man.